July was easily the most boring month of PC gaming so far in 2018, and we honestly don't have that much to cover here in PC Gaming Playback, but there is one game, however, that I literally just got addicted to, and I'm pretty excited to talk about it. So, let's get into it. Hey, welcome to Zach's Tech Turf and my PC Gaming Playback series, where I basically just recap my personal month of PC gaming and also talk about the big releases for the month. And if you want to see more PC gaming or especially PC building videos, then hit that subscribe button down below and also that notification bell, that way you never miss an episode. But yeah, let's get into it. To kick things off for the month, let's first talk about what game I chose for my Games I'm Embarrassed I've Never Played Yet list. As you guys know, every month I've been trying to tackle one of those must-play PC titles, and this month I went with Bastion, as you can see here. Bastion is a 3D action RPG game that most people rave about because of its storytelling and voice narration. While I do think the voice narration is cool, there's a dude with a super deep voice narrating every move you make. So far, I honestly feel like the game is a bit overrated. Don't get me wrong, I definitely see why people like it, but it's almost too artsy or polished of a game for me, if that makes any sense. In my opinion, it seems like one of those movies on IMDb that's rated super high, and you understand why it's rated so good, but it's just not something that you would watch more than once. I only have about 2 to 3 hours into it, which is almost halfway through the story I think, but I didn't complete the story this month, and I'm just not sure if I'll continue playing it. Moving on to my Fallback Games list, which are the games that I find myself picking up and playing whenever I have some free time and just want to zone out, the first one was CSGO, just like last month. I think in last month's episode I reported that I wanted to try competitive for the first time, and this month I actually got a few competitive games in. I'm still not ranked. I know a ton of you want to know how bad I am, but I do have 4 wins now, and as most of you know, you need 10 competitive wins to actually be ranked. I have lost my last 3, which is pretty annoying, but hopefully we can get there soon. My other fallback game this month was Diablo III, also just like last month, and I'm still doing the same thing, which is progressing my Crusader in the Seasons mode. I'm now up to a Solar Greater Rift of 45, and I'm still using the exact same Thorns build, which has been pretty fun. I didn't play Diablo 3 nearly as much as last month, but it's just such a good game when I only have like 10 to 15 minutes to play. I also really like it because I can play it on one of these budget gaming laptops like the MateBook D, which I fully reviewed by the way. Moving on to the biggest release games of last month, we absolutely have to talk about the No Man's Sky Next update, which added a ton of new features. The next update finally added multiplayer, a huge graphical overhaul, unlimited base building, and a few others. Now before talking about my new addiction, I just want to say that I was one of those people that paid $60 when the game originally came out, realized how bad the game was, and I refunded my money. I'm not a fanboy of this game or anything, but after 2 years of solid development from Hello Games, they really turned this game around. No Man's Sky is a completely different game than what it used to be, and I'm just so happy to see this kind of thing right now in a pretty crummy PC gaming market. Most PC game developers would have taken the cash and run, but Hello Games stuck with it for 2 solid years with no one playing their game, and they finally have it to a very solid product. You can let the numbers speak for themselves. Before the next update, there was only ever like 1,000 players playing the game at any single time, and now this past week it's been a top 10 most played game on Steam, and I even saw it at like 98,000 people at once. I don't have a full review of the game myself yet. I only have about 3 to 4 hours in it so far, but I can already tell just how polished of a game it is now. I fully expect myself to play this game all next month and hopefully report back to you guys in next month's episode with the huge fleet of ships and a dope base that I created. Moving on past No Man's Sky, there were only 2 games that I think are really worth mentioning for the big releases this month, the first one being Islands of Nine. Now yes, this is yet another battle royale game, but I think most would agree that this one looks like it'll stand a chance in this new saturated market. As you can see from the trailer here, there's 2 main things that I personally like about it. It's only first person, and it's super fast paced, and the matches are only ever like 15 minutes long. It seems like this game is more about skill and shooting compared to looting and hoarding, so I really want to check this out. I'm definitely keeping my eye on this. And finally, the last game that I think is worth mentioning for this month is Banner Saga 3, which I also didn't pick up. This isn't something that I'm personally interested in. It's a strategy RPG with a very unique art and storytelling design, but I know quite a few people dig that kind of thing, so that's why I included it. I played the second game for an hour or so, and it just wasn't my cup of tea. Well, that wraps up this month's episode of PC Gaming Playback. As always, be sure to let me know down in the comment section what I can do to improve this series, and definitely be sure to let me know what games you guys played this month. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please drop a like down below to help support my channel, and as always, thank you for watching, and please subscribe for more Zach's Tech Turf videos.